Hello, I'm Dr. Krishan Chhabra and welcome to Anokhe Rang. Today's topic is timing really everything? Yes and no, it all depends. What do I mean? Let's look at the definition of timing. The Webster's New World Dictionary defines timing as the act of arranging or setting the speed or time of doing something so as to get the best results. In other words, timing refers to a specific point in time when an action should be performed to obtain the optimum results. There are sayings, timing is everything. Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything in relationships. In fact, for relationships, timing may be valuable in bringing two people together. However, time is much more important in maintaining the relationship. We all know that timing is of great significance in many cases. For example, a blacksmith heats up the iron in the fire and then hammers it to make articles of interest. If the iron is not hot enough, it will take a lot more effort to hammer. And if it's too hot, it can melt and hammering will be of no use. That literally seems to be the source of the popular saying, strike when the iron is hot. A sculptor knows when the clay has right consistency to mold it into a desired vessel. Literally, in every sport like golf, football, soccer, tennis, timing is the key to win. As Yogi Berra said, you don't have to swing hard to hit a home run. If you got the timing, it will go. And in various Olympic games and competitions, the importance of precise timing makes a huge difference between a medal and a no medal. Launching a rocket in space is an excellent example of precisely predefined series of timings from lift all the way to the final landing. Timing is also key for musicians, singers, comedians, chefs, acrobats, dancers, and the list goes on and on. It turns out that for most of these events, we are in control to choose the right time for best results. But what about the events which are not under our control and we cannot choose the timing? For example, driving in rush hour, I'm sure you all know that, or in bad weather. When we have no options, we just do the best we can. Then there are situations where timing is not really a concern and we have some latitude. For example, a follow-up routine appointment with a doctor or dealing with a to-do list. But still, sooner done, the better. Procrastination can have consequences. For example, a delayed diagnosis of a serious medical condition might mean that the condition is no longer treatable. Often, people think of calling or visiting a family member or a friend, but they procrastinate. And sometimes they hear the bad news that the person has suddenly passed away. Now, listen to these names. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Martin Luther King, the civil rights leader. Pablo Picasso, the famous artist. Howard Hughes, entrepreneur and a billionaire. And Prince, multi-talented artist. Would you like to guess what do these men have in common other than that they're all dead? Well, all of them passed away without a will. What was their excuse? Procrastination. Simply had not gotten around to make a will. We all have good intentions, but intentions without a timely action can be disastrous. Such situations demand action now. Tomorrow may be too late. Here's an interesting book titled When: The Scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing by Daniel Pink. The author looks into various studies and research to draw conclusions about when is the best time for doing certain things. He mentions about a pattern that the positive mood rises in the morning, dips in the afternoon, and rises again in the evening. And what is a good time to drink coffee in the morning? An hour or 90 minutes after waking up. Certainly not when we wake up in the morning, because caffeine interferes with the production of cortisol, a stress hormone which kickstarts the waking up process. The author The author concludes by saying, I used to believe that timing is everything. Now I believe that everything is timing. And finally, speaking of when, one time the well-known motivational speaker Zig Ziglar was giving a seminar about the importance of being grateful, thankful, and loving, especially within the family. A man raised his hand and asked Zig, when should I tell my wife that I love her? Zig smiled and said, before anyone else does. Wishing you a very happy Father's Day. Until next month, namaskar.